Everybody online is talking about glow ups, better habits, better health, better finances, better routines. But what if the biggest glow up isn't adding something new? What if it's taking a hard look at what's already there? Today, I want to talk about auditing your writing routine because before we set another goal, buy another planner, or download another productivity app, we need to know one thing: what's actually working? Hello, fiction babes and storytellers. Welcome to another episode of Habits of a Writer, the podcast where we talk about the good habits that lead to a finished manuscript. I'm your host, Portia Levette, novelist, indie author of 2 published novels, and currently wrapping up the third one. We love the idea of fixing things, the challenge of starting a new project. But before you fix something, you have to understand it. I started this year with some very specific writing goals. In January, the excitement was there. But now, 6 months into the year, and it's time to check in and see if those goals are still realistic. Some of the things that I'm taking into consideration are my work schedule has changed. I'm on someone else's clock during my most productive hours. I've pushed my novel to the back burner and started writing a script. Different format, different part of my brain. So my routine definitely had to have some changes to it. I started journaling some questions that I think may help you also. Some questions to ask yourself are: what part of your routine is producing results? What part is just making you feel busy? What habits actually move your manuscript forward? It's time to become the CEOs of our writing careers. Don't tell me your goals, show me your calendar. Where attention goes is where energy goes. So take a look at your word count, your writing sessions, your revision sessions, your reading habits, your social media time, and then ask, is your schedule supporting the writer you say you want to be? Listen, I know life happens. I've heard it all in my writing communities. However, ask, how important is getting your story told to you? It's okay to adjust your schedule, especially this time of year if you have school age children and they're going to be out for the next 7 to 8 weeks. But our writing time is sacred time. So it's time to guard it. Instead of auditing your appearance, your closet, your makeup, let's audit some different things, starting with your environment. Is your desk helping or hurting? This is one that I had to take a hard look at because my desk was becoming my catch all, which meant that come writing time, I was grabbing my laptop and heading to the couch. But then I found myself stopping to go get a note that I wrote. In other words, that was hurting me. What about your process? Are you plotting when you should be drafting? Your expectations. Are your goals realistic? Is your genre bringing you joy? What about your energy? Are you writing at the right time of day? Take a look at these 4 things and ask if each is supporting the writer you want to be. And make sure you're not measuring the wrong thing. For years, I measured success by word count, but sometimes the win isn't more words. Sometimes it's solving a plot hole. Sometimes it's writing one good scene. Sometimes it's simply showing up, especially on days that you don't feel like it. I thought my writing routine needed fixing. What I discovered was that my interest was just changing. The audit revealed that I wasn't avoiding writing. I was being pulled towards something different. I guess you could say a new creative challenge. So this week's habit: conduct a writing audit. Grab a notebook and answer, what's working? What's not working? What's taking energy without producing results? What part of writing excites me right now? If I started my writing routine from scratch, what would I keep? We spend a lot of time trying to become better writers, but every once in a while, we need to stop and take inventory. Not to judge ourselves, not to shame ourselves, but to understand ourselves. Because the goal isn't to build someone else's writing routine. The goal is to build one that works for you. Hey, if you're new here and looking for tips on writing, building a sustainable writing life, and want to talk all things story, then I'm so glad we found each other. I hope you'll be sure to follow or subscribe so you don't miss out. And if this episode encouraged you, then share it with another writer friend so that they can find encouragement also. And just as a show note, to let you know, I will be doing some beach therapy and visiting my dad for the next couple of weeks. So I won't be back until July 14th. So until then, happy writing, my friends. Again, my name is Portia Lee Vett, and this is Habits of a Writer.